guys, I welcome you at our fifth webinar and we're going to prepare to NMT together. So please let's wake up in our chat. Tell me please how is your mood, how happy you are to be today with us, and also you can write in the chat how good is your Christmas mood. Like if it is 1, you don't have Christmas mood at all, and 5, you are very happy to have Christmas and New Year soon. So please write in the chat. Hello, Illa. Good evening, Julia. Wow, you received a Christmas gift. What was it? What Christmas gift did you have? Don't forget to write in the chat what Christmas mood you have. If it's 1, you don't have it. 5, you are very happy to have Christmas and holidays soon. Hello, Anastasia. Karina, hello. Christmas mood 7 out of 10. Okay. Have you decorated your Christmas tree? All right, great. So, I think we are going to start. Okay. Makeup products. Okay, good. So we are going to start, and today our topic is modals, and we are going to talk about school life and some phrases that are related to school and to education. But we are going to start with modals, and let's check what modal verbs do you remember. Can, could, must, have to. Okay, nice. Ought to, should. Okay, well done. Would, okay. Have to. Nice, okay. So you say must, may, should, might, don't have to, can, could, need, and mustn't. Yeah, we have some more. So you said ought to, yeah, but we're going to talk more about this that you can see on the screen. But not first to start talking about modal verbs, we need to remember the rules that we use using modal verbs. So, first of all, when we talk about modal verbs, we need to remember that they are followed by a bare infinitive, present or perfect, except for need when it is used as a main verb. For example, need can be used with, to, and verb, and without. For example, we can say I need to go or I need to go, so we can use both cases there. And if we are talking about present and perfect, you can see it in the example. I must study hard, so it is present infinitive, or he might have forgotten his phone at home, it is perfect. Perfect means have plus third form, so have forgotten. Also, we need to remember that modal verbs should be used with same form in all persons. So we don't change it for he, she, it. For example, as we have in present simple, yeah? He does homework. No, if we are talking about he, she, it, yeah, I, you, they, we have the same. You should hit the books if you want to pass the exam, or he should hit the books if you want to pass the exam. So there we don't change, but if we're talking about need, we can put s in the end because it is used as a main verb. He needs to repeat this topic. And also, we are talking about questions and negative sentences. So we don't need any auxiliary verbs when we make questions or negative sentences. For example, my sister can't read, or can your sister read? So here we didn't use any do or does, have, has, had, did. We just need to put can with not or can in the beginning. The same with must, the same with could, and etc. But when we talk about have to and need, we need to use it with do. For example, do you need anything? Or do you have to do the homework? So there we need to use do or does if we have do, if we have I, you, they, or if we have does, he, for he, she, it. And also one more important rule, that modals can have several meanings. For example, can you help me? It's we ask for help. And I can speak fast. I can speak English fast. There we are talking about our ability to do something. So right now, I want us to practice this, but let's talk more about the types of modals. Here you can see 4 types of modals. Modals of obligation: must, have to, mustn't, don't have to, and should. Modals of necessity: need to, have to, don't need to, don't have to. Modals of permission: if we ask for something, for example, can, could, may, might, or in the past we can use was, were allowed to, or couldn't. And modals of deduction: can't, may, might, could, and must. So here we can see that must can be used in 2 cases. If we are talking about rules, for example, you must do homework every day, so it's the rule. Or we can use it for deduction: he must be at lesson right now, so I'm sure that he is at the lesson right now. So we are talking about deduction. The same works with can or can't. For example, we can say here, I can swim, for example. So we are talking about our ability, but here he can't be at the lesson right now. He is at the doctor. So we are sure that this person is not at class because he has some other stuff to do. So please pay attention to this when you have a test, because sometimes these words can be tricky and they may have different meanings and uses according to the context. And right now we are going to talk more about these rules and about their meanings, and you have got 5 sentences, and your task is to choose the correct meaning for these sentences. So let's start with the first one, and here we have got a sentence: I have to wear a uniform at school. So are we talking about obligation, permission, ability, necessity, or deduction? Roman, I'm great, thank you. So let's talk about first sentence. Necessity. Okay, we have two options, necessity or obligation. Okay, let's see what we have. And actually it is obligation, because here we are talking about some rule. For example, at school, yes, I have to wear uniform at school. So it's my rule for school. Okay, next. He might be late. He is in traffic jam now. What is it? Permission, ability, necessity, or deduction? Okay, Anastasia says it's deduction. Julia says deduction. Karina, yep, great. It is deduction. Thank you very much. And if we are talking about might, are we 100% sure that he is late? Or it's like 50-50? It's probably that he is late. What do you think? The word might. Yeah, pay attention that might is used when we are not sure about this and we just guess, is it true or false? Good. Let's move on to number 3. And there you have, could I take your pencil, please? So we have permission, ability, necessity. Oh, and that's all. Deduction was used already. Okay, good. So you are sure that it's permission? Yes, that is correct. Because we are asking about taking the pencil, right? Okay, pay attention that here we can use could or can. Could is more polite, can is less polite and more informal. So for example, if you're talking with your friend, you can say can. If you want to be more polite, you can use could. Okay, number 4. You don't need to do homework today. The holidays are ahead. What is it? Necessity. Okay, I think it's easy because here we have necessity, we have need, and here it means that we can do it, we may do it, but it's not necessary right now, so you can do it sometime after. Yeah, that is correct. And the last we have got I couldn't swim when I was 3. Tell me please, what is it? Yeah, it is ability. And tell me please, is it present ability or it's a past ability? Yep, that is correct. It is past. And in the present, we use can. Good. Right now, I want us to talk more about one important rule that is called must and have to. Both of these words are used to talk about obligation. But what is the difference between must and have to? So, I must do sports every day. And you have to do sports every day. What is the difference? So, first of all, when we are using must, we have some person, we have the speaker, who thinks it's necessary. So, for me, it's important to do sports every day. I decided that it is important for me. So, it is like internal motivation. It's something that we think about. But if we are talking about have to, we have here another person that thinks it's necessary. For example, your trainer can think that you have to do sports every day, or your mother, or your doctor. So it is the rule from somebody else, from external world. So if we are talking about, for example, school uniform, we can say that it is have to, because it is the rule for our school. But as Lady Julia said, must is more strong and strict. Yeah, it is correct. And there, pay attention that must is always used when we are talking about rules, for example, on the road or at school, something that can't be changed. For example, you must, let it be, cross the road when the light is green. It's not have to, it's must, because it's a strict rule. And also, must can be used when we are talking about strong recommendation. For example, when we want to help our friend, and we say, you must visit the doctor. Like, I see that it hurts you, for example. So when the person wants to help you and it is a strong recommendation, you should use must. So now, also pay attention that we have must and have to, but in the past we will use had to. For example, I had to pass the test yesterday, because must doesn't have its form in the past, and we can change it in the with had to. We will have a recording, so it's okay. And also pay attention that have to is more common than must in questions. So if you want to ask about somebody's, rules, about somebody's obligations, you can just say, do we have to finish this project till tomorrow? Instead of must we finish this project till tomorrow? At NMT, I don't know how to answer this question, because accent isn't used on NMT. British words are used at NMT. Like some words that are used only in Britain are common in NMT, not American, but not accent. Okay, thank you. Thank you for listening. But do we have listening at NMT? Yeah, don't forget that at NMT we have just two parts, use of English and reading. Okay, so now let's move on. And now we are going to practice with you choosing the correct option between three different models. And we are going to start with number 1, and we have got a sentence. When we were at school, we had to, we must, we should wear a uniform. So please choose the correct option. Okay, yeah, it is had to, because as you said, it is past, must in the past. Because here we have helping word that can help us understand that it's past when we were at school. Okay, now let's do number 2. And there you have you shouldn't, you don't have to, mustn't be an expert to use the basic functions of program. Okay, good. It is don't have to. And why? Because there it is a lack of necessity to do something. So you can be an expert to use the basic functions, but it's not necessary to be, like, to understand to use these basic functions. Okay, number 3. You should, must, have to tell her that you are sorry. Number 3, we recommend, so should. Okay. Okay, let's see. Here it is have to, because, can be should if it's a recommendation, but in this case it is external obligation. Like, for other people, you have to do that and to tell her that you are sorry. But if we're talking about recommendation, it's also okay. So I won't say it's like wrong, but have to is more clear there. Okay, number 4. We must, we had to, or we should go to the meeting. Why didn't you go? Wow. Everybody is correct. So it is had to, it is must in the past. Good. Number 5. I shouldn't, mustn't, don't have to wear glasses. I still can see perfectly well. Yes, Julia. Okay, number 5. Mustn't, don't have. Okay, so let's see what is here. It is don't have to. Why? Because don't have to, it's something that we don't need to do, so we can do it, but it's not necessary. But mustn't is forbidden, don't have to. Це коли ми просто можемо це робити, можемо не робити, у нас є вибір. А mustn't – це заборонено робити. So mustn't we don't use here, because it's not forbidden to wear glasses. We can do it. Okay, and number 6, please. And there we have, we went to bed right after dinner because we must, should, had to get up early the following day. Okay. Pay attention what tense we have here. We went, the following day. Not attentive. Okay, here we have had to because we went to bed and it was in the past, and it means that we can't use must here because we are talking about past. Okay. And number 7 right now. We must, we should, we can't go for a drink one day. Let's think what we have here. So we have option should. Are there any options? Maybe we can't or we must. Okay, here we have must, because should is usually used for advice, for some recommendation, but there like ми повинні піти колись випити одного дня. So here we have just like, it's not a rule, but it's our internal motivation to go there. Because there, it's not like advice for us. Так немає обов'язку, але це просто наше бажання внутрішнє щось зробити. So it's okay. Hello. But just remember about this. So, now let's recap one more time. Have to. Ми вживаємо, коли говоримо про якісь зовнішні чинники, коли хтось за нас ставить ці правила, і коли у нас інші люди вважають, що це треба зробити. І також воно менш суворе. Must ми вживаємо для правил, які чітко визначені, або, наприклад, законодавством, або нашими установами, наприклад, школою, курсами і так далі. Або це ми говоримо про рекомендацію, яка наполеглива, я б сказала, і також про нашу внутрішню мотивацію щось зробити. Внутрішній обов'язок щось зробити. So please don't forget about this. And we are going to move to the next topic. Right now, we are going to talk more about deduction. Як ми вже знаємо, у нас вже є слова, які ми можемо вживати для того, щоб говорити про наші передбачення, про наші прогнози. І у нас є такі слова, як can, might, must, and can't. So right now, let's recap one more time. Can't is used when we are totally sure that it can't happen. Must, we are totally sure that it will happen or it happens. Might and may, we are using when we are not sure about this, but we think about it. It probably may happen. And right now, let's complete the sentences with these words. So now let's go to the first sentence. And here we have, the phone is ringing. It, be Charlotte, she said she would call this morning. So, and also pay attention that here we have 8 sentences, but only 5 words. So sometimes these words can be one more time. Angelina, but I see you here, so you didn't forget about English today. Must, might. Must, не дочитала до кінця. Yeah, guys, it's important to read till the end. Okay. So here, please pay attention that we have can or may, because we are not sure about this. So please pay attention that when we have must, we would say I am, for example, we can say I'm sure it's like Charlotte, and I know she would call this morning. But here we just have she said, so it probably will not happen. Okay, let's move on to number 2. And we have she, be in love with him. She told me she hates him. What should we put here? Okay, here is the obvious answer, can't, because she told me she hates him. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's go to number 3. He be at the gym right now. Sometimes he goes there at this time. Okay, yep, let's check. Yeah, it can be might or can. Might and can are synonyms, so we can use both variants there. Okay, let's move on. And we have got number 4. This is not possible. You be serious. Can't. Okay. Yeah, that is correct, because we are totally sure that it's not possible, yeah? Good. All right, I can see must. So must is used when we are sure. So if we have this is 100% totally possible, there you have you must be serious. But here we can't use must. It's okay. So what about number 5? If he drives a Jaguar, he be quite rich. Oh, okay, Angelina wrote all the answers. Yes, Julia, it's a conditional sentence, because we have condition, yes, if. So I can say only one answer, and it is from Angelina, and this is must. Okay. Here we have must, because I don't know, it's like prediction, deduction, as we have like if he drives this car, he must be quite rich. Якщо він вже їздить на такій машині, він 100% багатий, достатньо багатий. So here we have must, and somebody wrote might have. Might have is used with the third form. So if we have, and here we have the first form. Якби у нас було been, то ми могли б вжити ще might have. Але тут у нас be. Okay, let's move on to the next. And number 6. You should pick up the phone. It be an important call. Can be. Any other options? Okay, yeah, the same. Can or may or might. So it's okay. Let's move on to the next. He know the answer has the best in the class. Okay, Julia, thank you. And Angelina wrote the same must. Okay. Okay, guys, we have 2 more sentences and then we'll move on. So he I have only 2 answers. Okay, yeah, that is must, because he is the best in the class, so it's obvious that he must know the answer. Okay, Sophia, thank you. And the last sentence about Sarah. And Sarah cheated at the exam. He didn't prepare at all. Might have for what, Julia? For number 7 or for number 8? Must. Pay attention that here we have the third form. Yeah, Julia, okay. Okay, yeah, it was might have, because if we want to make the sentence about past, we should use might, must, may, can, then we use have plus third form. So please pay attention to all of this, and we are going to move on. Tell me please right now, are there any more questions about modals or how we should use them? Write in the chat, please. Wow, Sophia, so welcome. I hope it's not your last time at our webinar. Yeah, Julia, є якісь ще питання щодо модальних дієслів? there, I wouldn't say it's a modal. It's just a verb that can have the meaning as a modal. Okay, then we are going to move on. And as you remember, the second part of our webinar is related to school. So now write in the chat 3 words related to school. To school, to education, anything, but 3 words. Will it be at NMT like the word there? I think it may be at NMT, but it's not like the obligatory topic to know. It may like appear in the texts, but it's not like will you choose. Okay, be quiet, discussion, rules. What other words do you have related to school? Or you're already having this atmosphere of holidays? Okay, then please write your words. I will read them later. And we are going quiet. I think quiet is written here not correctly, because quiet should be written with a letter Q in the beginning. And quiet, it's тихий. Deadline, headmaster, control, test, subject, discipline, grades. Okay, thank you. And right now, we are going to talk more about some phrases that can be at NMT and that are related to education. Now, you can see 8 phrases. Let's read them firstly. Then you will need to match them with their description. So, first of all, it's learn by heart. I think you know what it is. It's usually used at school when you need to learn some poem by heart or some words by heart. Then the second, hit the books, gain a degree, fall behind, drop out, cheat, keep up with, and pass the exam. So these words can be at NMT. Please pay attention to some words that we have like some prepositions. For example, fall behind on, drop out, learn by heart, keep up with. So please just mark them in your head to to forget them at the test. And right now, let's match them with their definitions. So what is learn by heart? What letter is it? Okay, Vera, Julia, good. H. Thank you for your answer. Yeah, that is correct. It is H. It is to learn in such a way that you can repeat it from memory. So, for example, when you learn by heart, you don't need a paper to look at. You can just remember it and repeat it from memory. Okay, number 2, hit the books. For example, I usually hit the books before the exam. F. Okay, well done. Yeah, that is true. It is F. It is to study hard. When you just hit the books and you don't, play games, you just study, study, and study. It means hit the books. Okay, gain a degree. What is it? Mm-hmm. 3G, 3A. Okay, good. Yeah, that is G. When you gain a degree, it means that you earn a diploma from a university or college. For example, I gained a degree in 2022. So I finished the university or college in 2022. Okay, let's move on to the next. Fall behind on something. For example, I fall behind on math, or I fall behind on geography. Yes, Julia, that is correct. It's пасти задніх. Well done. So this is C, to make less progress at school. Nice. Okay, number 5, drop out. E. Yeah, that is E. It's drop out means leave school before finishing. Pay attention that here we have before finishing. It doesn't mean that you finish the school, it means that you leave it before you finish it. Number 6, cheat. Yeah, it's A. Good. It is copy answers at the test. And tell me please, have you ever cheated at the test? If yes, what test was it? Okay, 7B. Good. Okay, let's see what you have. It is B, and you are correct. Julia, okay. You were a copycat in German. Okay, keep up with, it is stay at the same level as others. So you can say, yeah, fall behind. It means make less progress. Keep up with, it stay at the same level. And the last, it is D. It succeed in a test, when you complete it. So we have pass the test, when you have it, like when you pass it successfully, when you have good grade. And also we have fail the test, when we don't complete it and we need like to have it one more time. Okay, good. So right now, please remember all of these words. And we are going to complete the sentences with them. So we had the words. Let's one more time repeat. Learn by heart, hit the books, gain a degree, fall behind, drop out, cheat, keep up with, and pass the exam. And let's start with number 1. And there you have. He decided to, off college, to start his own business. Drop out. Okay, yeah, that is drop out. Well done. So, він вирішив піти з коледжу, щоб почати свій бізнес. Good. Number 2. If you don't complete your homework, your coursework. So number 2, what is it? If you need to look at the words, you can tell me about it. Julia, thank you. Yeah, you'll fall behind on your coursework. Pay attention that we have on your coursework. Don't forget about this preposition. Let's move on to number 3. And we have during an exam can get you disqualified from the course. What is it? Julia. Okay. It's cheating. Okay, good. It was cheating. You are correct. So, pay attention that cheating during an exam can get you disqualified from the course. The same as NMT. Please don't try to cheat during it. Try to use your memory, try to use your head, your knowledge to pass this test. Okay, what about number 4? I studied all week and was happy that I... Okay, Julia, okay. Pass the test, pass the exam. Yeah, that is correct. Here you can use both options. As I just gave you pass the exam, we have pass the exam, but the test is also totally correct. Okay, number 5, I don't know why, but you can see the answer. So it's hard to keep up with the new material if you miss the class. So just remember this word, keep up with. So like we have this meaning like бути на рівні або як сказати, працювати на одному ж тому самому рівні, якщо ти пропустив урок. Okay, then we are going to move on. And we have number 6. I need to tonight if I want to pass tomorrow's math test. Hit the books. Yeah, you have some hint here. Yeah, Karina, thank you very much. Йти в ногу з. Yeah, that is correct. Because I just forgot the translation of the word. Thank you. Okay, what about number 6? Only hit the books? Maybe something else? Okay, hit the books. Good. Then let's move on to number 7. And here we have, she worked hard for 4 years to in engineering. Okay, thank you, Julia. You're very active today. Okay, yep. So it is to gain a degree. That is correct. And right now let's have the last one. She had to, the poem, for the school recital. Okay, learn the poem by heart. So pay attention that after learn we need to use preposition by. Okay. So guys, let's repeat one more time what we have. So, drop out – піти звідкись, не закінчивши навчання. Then we have fall behind – пасти задніх, as you helped me. Then we have cheating – списування. Then pass the exam – здати екзамен. No, recital it's like a concert, but it's like an event when you read poems. Then we have keep up with, іти в ногу з, as you also helped me with the translation. Hit the books, навчатися сумлінно. I would say gain a degree, отримувати освіту. Learn the poem by heart, вивчити щось на пам'ять. Okay, thank you, Julia. And now, as I can see, we don't have enough time to do the text, so I would say that I will just skip it right now, and maybe we will come back to it later. So thank you very much for being present today. Next year we will see each other maybe in 2 weeks, and the next topic we are going to have, it is adverbs and sports. So if you want to know how many sports locations and where we can play sports, you can join us the next time. And also don't forget to do the test at our platform iLearn. So see you at the next webinar next year.